Okay, in the next step we will go back to this Gantt chart, and here I want to show you how we can add some columns which we need. If you see in this network, so we are showing the start and finish columns. So by default the start and finish dates are the early start and finish dates. So we can even change these dates to show as the early start or early finish, but basically these are the early start and early finish dates, so we don't need to change. What I want now is I want a column over here to show the late start and late finish dates. So for this I will just drag this vertical line, and over here I will see over here add new column. So I will just click it over here, and then I will type late. So I will select this late start column. So, and then in this way I will add the late finish column. Okay, and now I want to show these start finish, which are basically the early start and early finish along with these two columns. So for this what I can do is I can just hide these two columns, predecessor and the resource name. Okay, so I right click, I select these two columns, and then right click, and then this will under here, then I can select the hide column, and in this way I can show over here is that late start and late finish dates as well. Okay, and if I like, I can also show the slack over here, slack. So there are two types of slacks, total and free slack. So I can show the total slack over here by, let me show you again. I select this, click this add new column, this arrow, and then I enter total, and then this total slack text will come, and then I will select it, and in this way I am showing here is the total slack as well. So in here you can see I get these dates and total slacks just as we have it in there in our slide. So for example, it's showing as the late start, and then early start is something hiding. So we can even hide the early start as well. Okay, let's look at another project here. Okay, let's take another example as shown on this slide, which is for another project. So let me implement this data on Microsoft project. So I will input this data in Microsoft project. So in this case I need to enter the task names, project approval, okay, project approval, script writing, shoots, and so on. Okay, I have added all the activities. So let me have some spell check. I will press F7 button to have the spell check. So yeah, so it's good to maintain correct spelling. Okay, so over here is the writing, scheduling, and yeah, now the spell check is complete. Okay, so in this case this shoots activity is actually a summary activity. Let me show you over here. in this original data. Shoots activity is a summary activity of further 1 2 3 4 5 activities, okay, up to scheduling complete. So how to make it a summary activity in Microsoft Project? So for this purpose you will select those activities which will make shoots as the summary activities. So these are the 5 activities which make shoots as the summary activities, and then you will indent these activities. So for this you will go to the task tab, and then you will indent those activities towards right. So over here, so I will click over here, and you will see now these 5 activities have become the contributing activities to this summary activity. Okay, next I will add the durations. So project approval is we will add 0 duration because it is just the start from which we are measuring our progress. So it is a starting milestone. Script writing will take 14 days to complete. For shooting activities we don't need to enter the duration. The duration of this shooting activity will be calculated based on its 5 component activities. So begin scheduling is also a starting activity, it's just a milestone, starting milestone. Process shoots has 5 days. Then hire secretaries 12 days. Schedule shoots 5 days, and scheduling complete is 0 day. Okay. Then script approval 8 days, revise script 5 days, shooting 10 days, editing 7 days, final approval 2 days, and then deliver video to the client 0 day. This is the finish milestone. Next I will add predecessor activities. So predecessors are none for the project approval. For the script writing, the predecessor is 1, which is the project approval, and then for begin scheduling the predecessor is also 1, and then 1 for then 5 and 6 for schedule shoots 5 and 6, and scheduling complete is 7. And next script approval is 2, revise script is 9, then 8, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I have added the predecessors. Let me select all this data, and then for the project, for the task, click the automatic scheduling. Okay, on. Now I can apply the project starting date as project information. Okay, so the project information, let me choose 7th of March. Okay, 7th of March 2021. 7th of March 2021. And the calendar is standard calendar. So in this way I will get a project finish date of about 10th of May. Okay, so now I can compare it with the slide which I have. So yeah, it seems that the project is going to finish on 10th of May. Okay, so now I can show the project network. So I will go to the view tab and I can click the network diagram. So the project network is shown over here. Yeah, so in this case this project network can be rearranged to show it like more on one page. So maybe we can just zoom it. Yeah, if we zoom it, then we can show it on one page like that. We can also show the this project in the calendar view. Okay, so calendar view we can show like this from the view tab. I can click the calendar. So a calendar view can be shown like this. So in fact, if I go move up, so different activities. So for example, in this calendar view I can see that on Monday 8th of March 3 activities have been scheduled: script writing, propose shoots, and hire secretary. Okay, and similarly other activities have been scheduled. So for example, if I want to know that on which date, on the 17th, yeah, on the 17th of March, script writing and hire secretary are the 2 activities which have been scheduled. Okay, so remember that in this project we have used just the standard calendar. So it means that the Saturdays and the Sundays are off days. Okay, and here you can see that the duration of this shoots activity, which is the summary activity, has been is dependent on its component activities. Okay, so this is the summary activity shoots, and then under this activity there are the components. So for example, propose shoots and the hire secretary, these activities are starting at the same time, and then once the hire secretary activity is completed, then the next activity, schedule shoots, is completed, and the scheduling complete is the finishing milestone. So the total of this activity is 17 days. This depends on this and this activity. So 12 plus 5 is 17 days is the activity.